What's up, guys? You're watching Boy TV, and we are back with another reaction. Today we'll be reacting to You Don't Mess Around with Jim by Jim Croce. This was suggested by a patron, so you know how to check it out. It's been a little while since I reacted to Jim. If you are a returning viewer to the channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button. It helps out the channel a ton. There are 100,000 of you guys that watch my videos and return to my videos, but over 85% of you guys are not subscribed. I know it can be easy to forget because my videos just pop up. I do the same thing sometimes. If this is your first time to the channel, I am new to the rock genre, exploring the mini classic rabbit holes, having a blast. If you want to join me on that journey, take a second to scroll down, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and turn on your post notifications so that you don't miss a video when I post. It helps out the channel tremendously. And if you guys are interested in exclusive content or you want to ensure that I react to your suggestion, definitely consider checking out the Patreon. The link will be in the description. I have tons of reactions to classic songs. I got blocked here from YouTube, songs that I know you guys would enjoy. That being said, let's get right into this video.
Uptown got its hustlers, the Bowery got its bum. 42nd Street got Big Jim, a walker, he a bull shooting son of a gun. Yeah, he big and dumb as a man can come, but he's stronger than a country horse. And when the bad folks all get together at night, you know they all call Big Jim boss just because. And they say you don't tug on Superman's cape, you don't spit into the wind, you don't pull a mask off an old Lone Ranger, and you don't mess around with Jim. Well, out of South Alabama come a country boy, said I'm looking for a man named Jim. I am a bull shooting boy, my name is Willie McCoy, but down at home they call me Slim. Yeah, I'm looking for the king of 42nd Street. He drive on a drop top Cadillac. Last week he took all my money, and it may sound funny, but I come to get my money back. And everybody say, Jack, don't you know that you don't tug on Superman's cape, you don't spit into the wind, you don't pull the mask off an old Lone Ranger, and you don't mess around with Jim. Well, a hush fell over the pool room, and Jimmy come popping in awful street. And when the cutting was done, the only part that wasn't bloody was the soles of the big man's feet. Yeah, he was cut in about 100 places, and he was shot in a couple more. And you better believe I sung a different kind of story when a Big Jim hit the floor. Yeah, they saying you don't tug on Superman's cape, you don't spit into the wind, you don't pull the mask off an old Lone Ranger, and you don't mess around with Slim. Yeah, Big Jim got his hat. Find out where it's at. It's not hustling people strange to you, even if you do got a two-piece custom-made bull cue. Yeah, you don't tug on Superman's cape, you don't spit into the wind, you don't pull the mask off an old Lone Ranger, and you don't mess around with Slim.
Man, great song from Jim Croce. This is definitely a different style than I've heard him do before, and I really love the southern flair here. It's had a bit of a blues feel to it, and man, the vibe and the storytelling on this song is fantastic. I enjoyed the bass line on this song. I absolutely love that piano in there, but one of my favorite elements was that guitar being picked out in the background, like off to the side. I just love the flair it contributed. This song was pretty dynamic with the harmonies in there and the beat changes. That switch up in the middle was perfect. Love the way they kind of slowed it down. And man, Jim's vocals were fantastic on this song. This was an overall great vibe and great storytelling. Now let's check out the lyrics on this song. He said, Uptown got its hustlers, the Bowery got its bums. 42nd Street got Big Jim Walker, he's a pull shooting son of a gun. Yeah, he big and dumb as a man can come, but he's stronger than a country horse. And when the bad folks all get together at night, you know they all call Big Jim boss just because, and they say. So he's setting up the scene here. Big Jim Walker is just like the big burly guy that no one wants to mess with. He basically runs the local pool hall, and every everyone kind of submits to him in a way. He said when all the bad folks get together, they call him boss so that they don't offend him or rub him in the wrong way. The chorus goes, you don't tug on Superman's cape, you don't spit into the wind, you don't pull the mask off that old Lone Ranger, and you don't mess around with Jim. So I guess in this town, these are all like the core tenets that everyone follows. They're all looked at as conventional wisdom, and one of them includes not messing around with Jim Walker. If you care about your health and safety, do not mess with this man. Each of these things is basically the equivalent of not poking the bear, or doing something that will obviously blow up in your face. Next verse he says, well, out of South Alabama come a country boy. He said, I'm looking for a man named Jim. I'm a pool shooting boy. My name's Willie McCoy, but down at home they call me Slim. Yeah, I'm looking for the king of 42nd Street. He driving a drop top Cadillac. Last week he took all my money, and it may sound funny, but I come to get my money back, and everybody say, Jack, don't you. So his new character, Willie McCoy, he's not from around here. Maybe he just came to visit, or he passed through and he ran into Big Jim, and Jim hustled him out of all his money. Or maybe he beat him fair and square, but he's coming back to kind of avenge his loss. And everyone's trying to warn him, saying like, you don't come here looking for Big Jim. That's a very dangerous thing to do, but I'm guessing he's intent on it. Next verse he said, well, a hush fell over the pool room. Jimmy come bopping in off the street, and when the cutting was done, the only part that wasn't bloody was the soles of the big man's feet. Oh, and he was cutting about 100 places, and he was shot in a couple more, and you better believe they sung a different kind of story when Big Jim hit the floor. Oh, now they say. Okay, so obviously based on this response, Big Jim definitely hustled Willie McCoy out of his money. He scammed him in some sort of way, and now Willie McCoy came back with a vengeance. He was slicing and dicing and letting off pocket rockets. He did not come here to mince words. This scene is one of like devastation and amazement by the people who witnessed it. Kind of like a David and Goliath story, because Jim was probably doing this to multiple people and they probably didn't think they could do anything about it. So now the chorus changed and it says, you don't tug on Superman's cape, you don't spit into the wind, you don't pull the mask off that old Lone Ranger, and you don't mess around with Slim. So Willie McCoy, aka Slim, is the new big dog in town. He took out the top guy and now he's replaced him. Everyone instantly gave him his kudos and respect for taking down Big Jim, and this is the new lore going around. Last verse I'll go over, he says, yeah, Big Jim got his hat, find out where it's at, and it's not hustling people strange to you, even if you do got a two-piece custom-made pool cue. So I think he's basically saying that Big Jim got put out of the pasture, and he can no longer terrorize this town by hustling everybody out of their money. Man, this is some great storytelling, great song from Jim Croce, great recommendation from you guys. If you guys have any suggestions, leave them down in the comments below. If you guys are new to the channel, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe if you enjoy the content, and I'll catch you guys on the flip.